Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So the Milwaukee Bucks just got the biggest W and steal of a trade right here. They are trading Greg Monroe and a first-round draft pick in exchange for Eric Bledsoe over to the Phoenix Suns. If you guys want me to do a rebuild today of the Milwaukee Bucks, y'all gotta smash that like button, my friends. But for today's video, or for this video, I should say, we are just going to be doing an NBA season simulation just to see how this team actually does, you know, without making any changes or anything like that, because I'm really curious how Eric Bledsoe is going to fit alongside Giannis, Chris Middleton, Malcolm Brogdon. So what I am going to do, I actually want to run like the best lineup possible here. So I'm actually going to have Jabari Parker in the starting lineup. I know he's still coming back from injury, but you know, I want to see how this team does at full strength, you know, without bitch ass injuries playing a part. So what I don't absolutely love about this trade is that Malcolm Brogdon, of course, was Rookie of the Year last season. So now you would probably assume that he goes to the bench unless maybe potentially, you know, especially with Jabari being injured, you know, you run Giannis at the 4 spot, you can play multiple positions, and you put Chris Middleton at the 3 and Brogdon at the 2 and Eric Bledsoe at the 1. I'm not quite sure if they're all about that, or Brogdon's just going to be an amazing 6-man now or something like that. But guys, let's go ahead and simulate this season, see how this team does out here, because I don't know, man, I'm just saying, like, this is such a low-risk move for the Milwaukee Bucks, because, you know, like, a first-round draft pick of the Bucks is not going to be all that great anyway, because, of course, as we know, they're going to be good for the foreseeable future. At least in theory they should be, unless something happens to the team out there. Although in the simulation, it looks like that Brogdon is not fitting along, or not Brogdon, but Eric Bledsoe is not fitting alongside him very nicely yet. But, you know, it's still early in the season. Chemistry does take time and everything like that. But you really got to think about it from the Phoenix Suns standpoint. They do get like a 27-year-old Greg Monroe, who is going to bring you some post scoring. He's going to bring you some rebounding out there. Not a great defender. And of course, that first-round draft pick, I mean, a first-round draft pick, no matter how you slice it, can be valuable to a team. I mean, look at Jordan Bell, who is now on the Golden State Warriors. Like, he was like one of the lower picks in the draft right there, and he's doing fantastic for the Golden State Warriors. So you never know how that player you draft might end up being. Eric Bledsoe, plain simple, did not want to be on the Phoenix Suns. So it's like, to get the potential of getting a good player, that draft pick's good. Plus Greg Monroe, it's not like he got like a huge bitch ass contract or anything. I think he's on a 1-year deal, and I think he does have a player option for like $17 million. So it's definitely not too bad. It gives them something to work with at least out there. And of course, the Bucks, they get Eric Bledsoe, who is one of the better point guards in the NBA. I think, like I was saying though, I'm not a huge fan of his shooting ability. Like, he's not like a bad three-point shooter. I know, like, his last year on the Clippers, he actually shot like 39% like 2 seasons ago. I think he shot like 36%. This season it's kind of down to, I think he's shooting like 30% from 3. So I know it's early in the NBA season, but it's definitely a part of his game he is going to have to work on. And of course, I don't like Brogdon being shifted over to the bench potentially, or maybe even Chris Middleton. My guess is it's probably going to be Brogdon though, just because he is the younger player out of the two, and he's actually more of a point guard. I assume Matthew Dellavedova probably falls out of the rotation unless Brogdon shifts to a backup shooting guard and Matthew Dellavedova stays at backup point guard. I really don't know how that's all going to work out, but I do think for now, with Jabari Parker being injured and everything, I think you try running Giannis at the 4 spot. I really think you try that out there, and you try Middleton at the 3 and Brogdon at the shooting guard, or even Bledsoe at the shooting guard position. Just have him be a guy that, you know, attacks the basket, because Giannis is going to be handling the ball the majority of the time anyway. So looking at this team so far here, they are currently kind of flip-flopping between that 3rd and 5th spot. I mean, the Eastern Conference race is very strong right now. The Raptors are actually doing fantastic out there. Cavaliers looks like they're starting to ball out a little bit more here, but of course, Cavaliers are having their struggle on the season. You know, if this was, what's this rating, man? We'll adjust this manually. All right, just give Bledsoe some more minutes there. If this was like a Western Conference trade, I wouldn't be as excited about it for the Bucks, just because, of course, the Western Conference is so stacked at so many positions. But I mean, Eric Bledsoe, he is actually, in my opinion, an underrated point guard, because he does play out in the Western Conference. He did play for a bad team and everything, but it's like you put him in the Eastern Conference, that automatically makes him one of the better point guards out East. I mean, you got John Wall, you got Kyrie Irving, you got Kemba Walker, Kyle Lowry, you got guys like that. I'm sure there's a few others that I'm probably forgetting about, but Eric Bledsoe, I mean, I would probably say he's a top 5-6 point guard in the Eastern Conference, if you ask me, depending on how he meshes with the rest of the team here. You know, what you always risk, though, is you do risk a point guard, because a point guard, I mean, come on, man, that's the point guard. You do risk chemistry being a factor and everything, so we'll see how that goes. I do like that he's only 27 himself, so it's like, he's definitely not, like, going to fall out of his prime anytime soon. So for the record so far, man, they got a record of 44 and 37. Looks like they're going to get like that 4th or 5th seed, which I think, you know, a young Bucks team, you can kind of expect something like that. Unless this trade really pays off, and they might end up being like a top 3 seed. We do have LeBron James again, MVP, Rookie of the Year, Lonzo Ball, Rudy Gobert, Rudy Gay, Jerry and Grant, Let's see if there's any Bucks up in here. We got All-NBA 16. We got Giannis making All-NBA second team. I mean, I realistically think he has a chance to win MVP this season. And, sorry guys, my heater's going out there. It's freaking cold as heck in Michigan right now, so sorry if you guys do hear that. But we got player stats on the season. We got Giannis averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, about 6 assists. Jabari Parker, you know, assuming he comes back healthy from injury, averaging 19 points. And I really do think he's a big part of the future of this Bucks team here, so we'll see what he can do. Eric Bledsoe, a nice 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and of course, getting 1-2 steals a game out there. His field goal percentage, shooting 44%, so that's not absolutely fantastic. But, I mean, it's something he's got to work on. And he's about 33, 34% from 3. So he's going to knock down if he's open. But he's not a guy that you're going to expect to go out there and knock down 5 3-pointers a game. And he's not really, you know, I think his best bet is just really to attack the basket and be a guy like Giannis that can, you know, attack the basket, bring in the defense to him, and kick it out to some of the other shooters on the team there. Brogdon actually shooting 46% from 3. So really curious how this is going to affect his game. I really am curious about that. But here we go, guys. First round of the playoffs, we do have the Philadelphia 76ers, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. Let's go ahead and simulate current round. But I think what I'm mostly excited about is the defensive potential of this team. You know, just because Middleton, Giannis, they have height, and Eric Bledsoe is known for his defense out there. Closeout game, Bledsoe with 17 points, 7 assists on 7 for 12 shooting, 3 for 6 from 3, so that's definitely big for him. Now we got to the Cleveland Cavaliers. See, I don't know, man. Cleveland's been struggling, so this might be the year the I guess the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to knock out the Bucks 4-0. But, of course, at the same time, this is 2K, so, I mean, of course, they're going to be all over LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, just kind of how it is. Plus, we really don't know how Isaiah Thomas is going to come back. But I don't know, man. I'm just going to say, if you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan, you deserve to be very excited about this team. I know you're Packers, you know, Aaron Rodgers is injured and everything, so maybe basketball will be a treat for you guys this year because Giannis, you guys got something special there. Eric Bledsoe, 27 years of age, has potential to be something really good on this team. You got the young player Malcolm Brogdon, Chris Middleton's a young player. Just really good future and outlook for this team going forward. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about Eric Bledsoe on the Milwaukee Bucks? And if you guys want me to do an actual rebuild of this team today, smash that like button, and that will be out for you guys later tonight. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.